Oh my god.
Yeah, check the wrist, check the wrist.
Please, give me your number. Please.
Hey there guys, it's me, Lemon Disaster, and I'm here with another pointless video.
Oh my god! Wow!
So, the main point I was thinking about today was like, Rizz. You know, man, cause niggas out here being like, yo man, I got mad Rizz, bro. I'm the Rizzler, I'm the Rizz Lord, I'm the Rizzolante, the Rizz Avenger, bro. I'm like the king of Rizz. Like niggas on the internet every day, in these streets, you know, they be out here talking about Rizz. But what is Rizz, right? Because nobody actually stops to define Rizz. So Rizz is short for charisma. So what is charisma? Well, I don't have a dictionary on hand, but it's basically your ability to like draw and appeal to people. In essence, right, Rizz is charisma, right? Now, how does one attain charisma? Charisma just comes from like one, having confidence, but also just like how appealing you are. So the way in which you present yourself to others, how people feel about you, shit like that, you know. And you know, different people are gonna receive you in different ways, right? No one's gonna see you the same exact way. Some people like you, some won't. It is what it is. You can't be friends with everybody. You can't get all the hoes. Alright? You can't get all the hoes. Okay, man? Despite what you tell yourself, you can't get all the hoes.
Smash. Able. Smash. Able. Smash. Smash. Smash.
Some of them just don't want you, bro. That's what it is. Point of women, right? What do the hoes actually want?
We don't want you to be yourself.
So we should lie to you.
Be the man I want, but then not in the
So we should play a character.
away.
And I mean, that's a question for the ages, and the only way you're gonna get the answers is to talk to women, right? Right? The most difficult task in the world, man.
Don't like you.
All women generally want is a guy who's masculine. That's pretty much what they want. Right? So, you know, a guy who's assertive, a guy who's open-minded, a guy who's intelligent, a guy who's capable, basically. Being masculine is all about just being capable in what you do, right? That's what Hans generally want. That's why a lot of the things that girls say they want, they'd be like, oh, I want a guy with money, or I want a guy who's like tall, or a guy who's fit, or a guy who's whatever. It all just comes back down to like girls wanting guys who are capable. And so Rizz is just things like, so Rizz is like charisma and like outward appearance, right? So things like how you act, you know, your demeanor, the way you talk, the way you move, the way you dress, you know. And some of the things are in your control, some are not. But you know, it's ultimately what it comes down to, right? Because even like how you talk, right? When you flirt with Hans, how you talk with them and shit like that. Like, one thing people always say is that girls don't want nice guys, right? Yet a lot of the traits that Hans say they want in a guy are attributed in nice guys. And I was watching a video earlier by this other YouTuber. His YouTube account is like Bass FZZ. He had like a whole point in his video. I forgot which video it was. He has been on the point of like how girls, not that girls don't like nice guys, is that a lot of nice guys don't come off as masculine. What women want are guys who are masculine, right? And you know, even another video I watched by a guy named KD made a similar point. But yeah, man, it's niggas on the internet, you know, these guys on the internet will be on here talking about like, oh, girls only want bad boys, and well, it's like, no, it's not really what girls want specifically. Just that a lot of these guys who are, you know, the bad guys, the bad boys, whatever you want to call them, actually they have more outwardly masculine personality traits than the nice guys who are, you know, super agreeable and all of that, you know, like they're just like, there was one Han, I was like, a conversation I had at school a while ago, and there was this one Han, she's out here and it's like, you know, I don't like these guys that come to me. All these guys that come to me are like scrawny and, you know, they're sissies. I'm like, damn, bro, these Afrikaans Hans have no filter, bro, damn. It's basically these niggas are pussies that come up to her all the time. My point is simply that women just want a guy who comes off as masculine. That's basically the gist of it. And so just be confident. That's pretty much all you really can do, because whether she's attracted to you or not is not really up to you. That's the thing that people mistake Rizz for, is that they think Rizz is the skill of acquiring women. Nah, skill. Riz is just the outward charisma, and if they're attracted to how you portray yourself or how you are, then game, you can move forward. Then you can apply game. A friend of mine who approaches a lot of hunts, he taught me a technique that actually does work, right? Which was you just go up to a hunt, you say hi, you observe how she reacts, right? It comes like hi, and then she's like, oh hi. If she responds like in like I don't know how to describe it, but you just have to observe like body language, like the energy she gives off, right? If she's like a more enthusiastic response, that's when you can like try to talk to them, try to say whatever it is they're gonna say, right? Whatever your game is, whatever it is. But then obviously, like, if she isn't that enthusiastic, you just keep it pushing. That's Rizz, bro. You feel me? It's either she's attracted to you or not. It is what it is, man. You can't control it. It is what it is. Like, you have, women, they're humans, man. They have their preferences. They have their desires. They fluctuate over time. The emotions change. So, yeah, man. Rizz is Rizz, man. This is what it is. Game is game. Rizz is Rizz. And game is just something you acquire over time. You feel me? Just up to, like, what you do. So yeah, man, like, there's like spoken and unspoken Rizz that niggas talk about. Spoken Rizz is like your ability to talk to Hans, I guess, and then unspoken Rizz is like, just your attractiveness by virtue of, I don't know, it's like the Hans just come to you. That's what it is. Spoken, unspoken Rizz. But then once you talk about Rizz, right? So Rizz ultimately is just the fact of like how you approach. It's the charisma and how you come off the hunts when you approach them, right? That's like Rizz. But like, look, man, even if it can be attractive to a hunt, right? And say you manage to bag a baddie, right? You managed to bag the baddie. You didn't fumble. You understood the assignment. You did things right? Mission passed. +5 respect, whatever, right? What are you gonna do after that, right? How are you gonna act in a relationship, right? So, are you gonna take her out? Are you gonna do that and whatever, right? And that's where other problems arise, right? Mjolo, bro. Mjolo is a pandemic. But like, the dating game is just like, it's kind of fucked because a lot of women, men and women have like really fucked up ideas of like what dating is supposed to be like, Like both men and women are pretty delusional. I remember in my previous video, like the one comment I got, the girl was like, talking about how both men and women are kind of delusional, which is true. Men have their own form of delusion because I feel like when you go into like the online space, especially the manosphere, where guys talking about like men's issues and shit, there's always like this fixation on the fact that women are delusional, but like gents are very delusional. These guys who follow the quote unquote red pill, they're delusional, man. They're delusional. They're like, no, man, women shouldn't cheat on men. And I'm like, bet. But it's okay if I cheat, nigga. What are you saying? Infidelity is wrong regardless, man. Actually, bro, that's adultery, bro. Infidelity is adultery. Quit that. Man, love your girl and love her wholeheartedly, man. But nah, like, cause I'm not gonna lie, man. Niggas are out here saying shit like it's okay for gents to cheat because it's more in our nature. Like, it doesn't mean it's alright. Okay? It's in your nature to do bad things, to sin and do these bad things. It doesn't make it right. Look, man, I'm probably bound to make the same mistake too at some point, right? But I'm not gonna sit here and try to justify saying, I'm a gent, testosterone. It's like, no, bro. You can't just be fucking these hunts, dude. What is that? That is ludicrous, right? But then women also act out as well. Some women are very manipulative. They use their men, Like, it also kind of sucks when like you have guys who like are very like soft. You feel me? Like, what I mean by soft is like they're the type of gents where the woman tends to dominate over them, and there's a certain like nature to you, man. I don't know how to describe it. The best way I can describe it is like, think of like characters like Alan from 2.5 Men or Leonard from Big Bang Theory. They're simps, dudes who are subservient to their girl.
Waring nale bay we sit out in discussion ama wena gra content how bon nsule mo rame nice nale bay bathroom nale bay rile mo kesi bay we sit out akere babe waring ndi gare go di mri yes babe iri yes babe wa tla go kwatisa
Beta!
People have corrupted the meaning of the word simp by using it to describe like just a guy loving his girl. When like, bro, being a simp is when you're subservient. Where there's just women manipulating these gents and taking advantage of them and their interest in them and their desperation and all that shit, you know. Or in the times of being like, please, please love me. Please give me your number, please. Like, bitch, what the fuck are you doing? The dog, we're just a team, you Joe. We're just a team, you Joe. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? But I digress, right? But yeah, like there's certain behaviors that you kind of observe over time of how like women act and how men act and the toxic behaviors that both genders portray to one another. And that kind of makes like dating really fucked up, especially in the modern age, because there's a lot of like these really twisted ideas, especially because of how like media has twisted our views of reality of relationships, especially the younger generation. But I won't get into that. That's like a whole other thing, you know, someone can talk about. But yeah, man, like we just have very twisted ideas of how relationships are supposed to be conducted, and because of that, a lot of toxic behavior comes about because of that. And listen, back in my hometown, there's like a joke where it's like, bro, every hun has been fucked by every nigga, bro. That's how it is, man. It's just your turn, bro. That's how fucked up the game is. That way of thinking seems normal because that's how common this shit is happening. That's fucked up. We are doomed, bro. We are doomed. It's very easy to become jaded and to hate the world and blame society. But sometimes you look inward and ask yourself, am I making decisions that make sense? Are my actions or my lack of action impacting my life a certain way? Right? You have to look, even if your life is heavily impacted by outside factors, you do have to take a step back and think of like how, you know, your own actions are affecting your life. Because we can't choose the circumstances we're in, we can't choose the people who are around, we can't choose the social climate, you can't choose any of these things. But you can make decisions to act in accordance with your own morals and beliefs. Okay?
And most importantly, I need to wake up so I can attract these bitches. You all can call me the Rizzolante.
Oh my god, you're so cute and funny.
Thanks.
Can I crush your balls?